7:34, flying solo Stafford with Supriya off sick today on the morning show.
Extreme Weather Center.
And we've been focused on one thing this morning: closures, roads. Why weren't there plows out? Should there have been plows out? No, yes. Some people argue no. Some people argue yes.
No.
The hydro situation seems to be getting under control here in Toronto. It is a snow day, if you will, for just about everything east of the west rather, of the 416. That's including Peel. Very rarely will you hear that buses canceled and schools are closed unless we've had like a 50-centimeter event or the infamous 1999 events into 2000 when they had to call in the Army here in the city of Toronto. We've got subway issues. We've got the issues on the 400. I've had people emailing me saying that the folks on the 400 this morning, which was described as a sheet of ice by Kerry Schmidt of the OPP, they were not driving to conditions as they say.
Parts of Scarborough, also Agincourt, North York, and around High Park in the west end of the city. Hydro One crews working to get power back for some 68,000 homes and businesses. And Electra Utilities just updating, saying they are now dealing with outages in Markham and Aurora. Pearson Airport, more than 100 flights canceled today. Billy Bishop, we have more than 50 cancellations, all due to the weather. Check your flight status before going to the airport. Reporting live at the Extreme Weather Center, Jamie Pulfer, 680 News.
Transit riders have been feeling the effects of the nasty spring weather this morning, as is anyone else trying to navigate the slushy, icy sidewalks. Our Carl Hansky joins us talking to people in the East End.
It's a miserable morning for all commuters. For drivers, getting out of the driveway and off the side street was the first hurdle.
Oh, crazy. Crazy.
Slipping and sliding.
Oh, yeah. Too much snow, too much ice.
And for those on foot, ice, slush, and wind make walking difficult.
I'm trying not to fall down. I'm on my way to the dentist.
It's just a miserable morning.
It's very miserable.
And especially miserable for the thousands of people who have no electricity and spent a long night huddled under blankets.
I was brushing my teeth in the dark, and it was crazy.
How cold is your place?
About minus 15.
Power problems has also shut down a section of the Bloor Danforth subway line between Victoria Park and Kennedy Station. Shuttle buses are running.
Continue to follow the road. In 400 meters, keep right at the fork. Keep right. Destination is ahead, on the left. Destination.
Of rain. We're still under a rainfall warning at this moment. It feels like -3 out here, so some areas might be dealing with some freezing pellets too. So just please be extra cautious when you're driving. Try to keep the storm sewers cleared. You're going to expect a lot of flooding possibly. If you're heading outside right now, the wind speeds are anywhere from about 10 to about 40 kilometers an hour. Looking at satellite radar, so we're dealing with the rain. North and northeast of us are dealing with snow or freezing pellets. Still under a rainfall warning, stretching all the way from Halton all the way east towards Belleville. And looking at the future forecast, so we're going to see some showers this afternoon, late this afternoon into the evening, and then flurries possibly through the overnight into tomorrow. Today's high 6, tomorrow a little cooler at 3 degrees.
A lot of people also had to spend the night here at the airport, those who couldn't find a hotel as they were full. So take a look at this board here. There are a lot more delayed and canceled flights. The yellow is delayed, the red isn't canceled, the white is on time. You can see very few flights on time right now. With me is Jillian and Ronaldo, two different families who've had to endure. Your patience was tried today.
Oh, very much. I've been here since 10:30 yesterday morning, and they keep delaying. There has been no Sunwing, I don't even know, assistant to tell us anything.
Gas bill, we're seeing ice falling from the CN Tower. What's going on?
Yeah, well, you got to think how high up that pod and the tip of the tower is. That's almost half a kilometer up. So they probably got into the freezing rain a lot earlier than we did at the ground. A lot more ice accretion up there. Now that it's raining in warm aloft and at the ground, it's pulling off some pretty big chunks that are coming down, which we didn't see necessarily a lot closer to the ground. We didn't get as much ice accretion. So it's problematic. But obviously, as everything melts, eventually all that ice will come down and be done with.
The freezing rain, the flooding, and now the rain.
Yeah, and I don't care how much your son Jason wants to go tobogganing. No more snow from here on in. He's had his fair share. Ice pellets and ice. People are just, I think, done with the extension of the cold weather season. There is some light at the end of the tunnel. We're still kind of muscling our way through a few more days of maybe more winter-like weather. The rain coming down right now, replacing the freezing rain in most areas, and it'll back off in the afternoon. And then we'll just be dealing with temperature dropping to ice, some parts of the GTA up overnight. These areas still in the freezing rain or mixed precip, especially east of Georgian Bay through to the Ottawa Valley. You can see that green on our mosaic radar return, all that rain streaming up. It's ended for a lot of Midwestern Ontario and Southwestern Ontario, still over the Niagara region, Greater Toronto area, and off into Eastern Ontario as well, where we're going to still pick up some more accumulation. By about 2:30 here in Toronto, it really kind of eases, and then tonight cooler air on the backside of the system blows in, and it's going to cause a little bit of icing, especially late overnight, early tomorrow, and some flurries fly during the day.
On the westbound Gardner approaching Spadina, we have potholes affecting the left lane there. Also at Strawn, more potholes affecting the left lane. And then at Dufferin, the right lane has several large potholes have opened up, so just keep an eye out for those. On the eastbound Gardner, east of Spadina to Yonge, through this stretch, we have a number of potholes in the left lane as well, too. Rescue crews may not be able to patch these until the weather starts to dry up, so certainly keep these in mind for the next couple of days or so. We've got the north and southbound 400 ramp to Highway 7. On each ramp, the left lane is blocked with maintenance crews doing some road work. Also, we have a small pocket of North York experiencing a power failure, which is affecting the traffic lights on Yonge Street between Don Mills and the 404. So they're out through that stretch. Treat them accordingly as they travel through the area. A section of Victoria Park has also been closed from Gordon Baker to Steeles. That's for down hydro poles. And with the extended forecast, meteorologist Natasha Ramsay.
Wintry weather hanging on through the rest of this week. Can I just say Saturday is going to be sunny and 10 degrees. But before we get there, we've got to deal with wet snow mixing in with some spotty rain showers overnight tonight. We're dropping down to -1, wind chill -7 is what you need to dress for in the morning.